Good morning, guys. It's August 21st, 2023, and this is going to be my first video on YouTube. It's going to be more of a day in the life, but some of the things that you'll find here is things related to trading, related to just, home-based trader. And yeah, so first things first is taking out the dog to pee, but look at him. Already he's lazying it up. Anyways, I'm gonna be out here with him for a few minutes, and we'll get started with everything else. Look at him. He's grumpy because I brought him in. He wanted to stay out there. First things first, I'm trying to stay quiet because my wife's still asleep, but let's make some coffee. Gotta have some coffee in the morning. Alright guys, I'm at my desk now. I got my cup of coffee, and I just opened up my charts, opened up Ninja Trader, and I'm just trying to give this a quick look. It looks like NQ is ripping right now. Here, I'll show you. Look at that. Decided to open and rip up. So looks like there's definitely volume and volatility, which are always our friends when trading futures. So I'm just going to look through these charts, try to figure out a plan, an entry place, and later on we'll talk about my strategy. I only use two strategies really when trading futures, and one of them I don't really see out there quite a bit, so I'm kind of excited to show that and see if anybody else has used this method. So anyways, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so it's looking like we're gonna go short for a little bit before we try any pullback to the top. So I'm waiting for a good retracement down low before we start ripping higher. This is, by the way, a 5-second chart. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about why I use a 5-second chart with our RSI, and here is just a 1-minute chart. So I guess you can call me a micro scalper. There's different names out there, but that's kind of the one that I've heard the most. So yeah, let's just keep looking at the chart and see what happens. One of the things that I already don't like is the difference between here and here and here and here. Not much of a downslope compared to here, which tells me that we could be going down a little lower. In fact, look here, we are at this level here and then at this level here, right? Which means that we have still some room to come down in price to touch, this 30 line. So this makes me feel a little bearish, at least in the very, very, very short term. But overall, I feel like this could be just a little retracement before we go higher in price. So let's just take a look here. I don't want to go against the trend, so let's just be steady. Look at this. You see, it's coming down, and it still has room to just crash down. But I could take a trade here, but I really don't want to be caught in that second part of the retracement, which is the recovery. So let's wait. Plus, look at this. You have a higher high than here, so higher in price, but the RSI was higher. So high, low, low, high. That is that's divergence, right, in terms of RSI to price. So it means that something is off at the moment. This could be what brings us up, so let's keep an eye. I'm going to start in with just one contract. So I'm in one contract. as you guys can see right here in one contract. I don't want to miss an entry, so it may come down and I will add one more contract. I tend to play 1, 2, 3, sometimes 5 contracts, but I try not to ever go past 4 or 5 at any given trade. So look at this, already broke through the trend line, right? So it could come back to touch this line before it goes any further. You know what, I'm gonna add one more contract because we may not get that. Oh, there we go, look, now we're getting that touch. So let's just keep a look at this. Usually in these retracements, price tends to move quite drastically, so try not to be too scared. But you know what, this we may just end up killing this retracement and going down, because look at this. Oh, there you go. Let me see. There we go. That's more like it. But let's see. What I'm looking for is for a new high with a higher RSI. That means that we are with the trend and we're not in some sort of divergence area. So let's wait. Sometimes you'll get something like this where the price is higher and the RSI is lower, right? But you want to wait even just a few more bars after that, because the one that rips higher and makes a higher RSI could be coming. So don't fall for this, right? Where it's like, oh, it's a higher RSI. Sorry, it's a lower RSI, a higher price. Oh, it must means that it's gonna come down. No, you're gonna want to wait for confirmation before, making some definitive play. But here we are waiting. Literally right now I'm at break even, minus or plus $20 with 2 contracts. It's literally right on my entry price. My entry was at 14,866, so just right here. Anyways, let's see if we make that higher price with higher RSI. That's really what I'm looking for, to confirm that we are going to start moving higher. It means that price and RSI are in correlation. So really looking for that. You see how it doesn't want. Oh, there you go. Higher RSI as well. Let's hope. Let's see if this bar closes higher and it's a higher RSI. Yep, it is higher RSI. Okay, so now we know that we're heading in the right direction. So currently I am up $270. We're gonna play this out. Obviously the next logical zone would be the next highs. I'll probably sell one and let another one run, but really I think what I want to do is add another contract here, since we already do have confirmation we're going up. So I'm just gonna wait maybe for a little run, then maybe a little pullback, and then I'll enter there. Just so you guys know, the account that I'm using here is not a real account. It's an evaluation account that I have with Apex. I decided to grab a few more evaluation accounts. This is what I've been doing. I have about 6 live trading accounts. Or not live trading, they're called PAs under Apex. And I have a few evaluation accounts right now. I'm trying to get up to 20 eventually, but I don't just want to buy 20 of them and try to pass them. I feel like that's just too much pressure. I rather pass a few, then get a few more, pass a few, and go on like that little by little. So right now I am playing evaluation accounts. Don't think that this is real money I'm making at the moment. I wish it was, but yeah. And you might be asking, well, why don't you just use a trade copier? I haven't had the best of luck with those trade copiers, really. I don't feel like it works a lot. Here we go. Look at this run. It's great. So we're at $600-ish. So let's see. We want a confirmation for another place where we can add. If we break these highs, maybe go, let's see, maybe go somewhere around 910, 920, and then do a pullback back into the 890s to 900 range, and that's where I'll probably add another contract. But look at this, higher high. That's great. That's what we want to see. Now look at the RSI though. Look, the reason why we had to come down, because look at this RSI. Granted, it was at the opening, but the RSI, we brought it up, and then we started seeing divergence where the price was going up, but the RSI was going down. So if things don't start matching, then we start to get somewhat of a reversal. Now, obviously, this is not the rule. This is kind of a pattern, right, that you have to keep in mind, and you got to make sure the pattern doesn't deviate so much from its ideology, right, from its reasoning. But look at this here, right? So now we're at the top of an RSI. This would be a great place to close. I'm gonna wait for a little pushback back to these highs to close. So I'll show you guys when I close here. Maybe we'll put 2 right there. We have there we go. So we got sold. So here is what happened. Let me see. How do I? All right. So as mentioned, this is the evaluation account. So we got $1,230, right? Obviously, this doesn't deviate from this strategy works the same way for real accounts, right? It's the same way. The liquidity in NQ could almost guarantee you that you're gonna get the fills and exits that you expect, right? Similarly to how you get them with just an evaluation account. But anyways, so yeah, that's our profit for today, 1,230. This evaluation account is a $150,000 evaluation account, which means that in Apex you need to make a $9,000. You have a $9,000 goal, which actually I met on Friday. So right now we're just trading so that we can have 7 trading days and have this converted to a PA account. So I still wanted to treat it as if we're trying to pass this, because if you don't treat it like you're trying to pass this and you're just trying to get in some days to trade, you could just buy sell in the same second and that'll count. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit of my strategy here and kind of what I do to pass these accounts and make money. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and then I'm gonna get some work done actually, because this is just a side income for me at the moment. It's not what I live off of. So going back to work, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it's time to walk the dog, and I have a few meetings to attend for work later today, but otherwise we may just get one more trade in. maybe with my PA accounts, but we'll see. Hey guys, so it's 3 p.m. and I was not able to get another trade in. I got really busy with work, meetings, meeting after meeting, but that's all right, you know, sometimes that happens. Considering that this is the first video, I wanted to make sure we start off on the right foot. And one of the things that I want to do at the end of every video is actually share either a Bible verse or some encouraging word. And what I picked out today was Hebrews 10:35 and 36, which says, "So do not throw away this confident trust in the Lord. Remember the great reward it brings you. Patient endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised." I really like this verse, and I picked it out because as I think about the future of this channel and, you know, the videos, and, you know, we're talking a lot about money, we're talking a lot about making money and trading. We want to make sure that our heart is always in the right place, and that we know that, you know, our hope really comes from the Lord, and that He's the one who provides, and He gives us the wisdom, the intelligence, and the means to be able to do what we do. So I just wanted to finish off with that. Just a recap: we made $1,200 and something today off of that play in the morning. It was around 7 in the morning. Then after that, NQ ripped. I'm seriously ripped up. I didn't catch any of that. I was too busy working. But I hope that you guys did. Anyways, well, I'll sign off here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.